big girl, working in the bank, godly, you know, top big girl in the bank, a well-educated girl, very beautiful, was going through a lot of pressure at home to settle down, to bring a man home, You are from Africa, in Africa, parents expect that after you've, done your first degree, second degree, in fact, after your first degree, you should bring a husband home. So this beautiful lady was going through so much at home. Her friends were getting married, they were settling down, they had kids of their own. And she was almost getting into, that 40 age bracket. The pressure was so much that it pushed her into this relationship, only for her to discover that no, it wasn't it. So she met this guy. He said he was a Christian, was going to church, and he had a business that he was doing, and he was very comfortable. After a few months of courtship, they got married. Everybody was excited. Her parents were excited. Finally, she had settled down. Friends were excited. Wedding day was glorious, glamorous, wonderful, big girl with lots of money. Fast forward to 6 months into the wedding. My beautiful lady realized that the man she married was the opposite of what he said he was. She just noticed he won't just go anywhere. He's at home from morning till night. In fact, the worst part of it was that when he wakes up in the morning, the first thing in his hand, he picks up the remote. He starts navigating from one channel to another channel on a working day. My beautiful lady, because she was a big girl in the band, she would get ready and go to work, only to come back and meet her husband, a so-called businessman husband, on the same position, navigating from one channel to the other. She will enter the kitchen, she will cook, she will clean, and she was paying the bills as well. And when she asked her husband, what's happening to your business? He gives one excuse or the other, or business will come, business will come. A few months down the line, she realized that she married the wrong man. And as a believer, God doesn't expect us to break up, doesn't expect us to divorce. You can separate, but not divorce, because God frowns at divorce. So this beautiful lady was between the devil and the Red Sea. What should she do? She started going for counseling, speaking to her pastors, speaking to people who were ready to, listen to her and offer support. At the end of the day, it boils down to her praying, fasting, and asking God to intervene so that the husband can be useful. The kids started arriving. The man was still the same way. Wasn't providing for his wife, not providing for the children, wasn't paying the bills. It was just there. We just wake up in the morning and it was TV or phone. Go out, it was driving the wife's car. And even making her pay for holidays for him. But thanks be to God. Our God does not stop prayers. Our God answers prayers. But she went through a whole lot. Eventually, after several years of marriage, her husband picked up. I started paying the bills gradually. I started doing things gradually. This is an advice to you. Don't ever let anybody pressurize you into getting married when you're not ready to. In fact, I recommend that before you marry anybody, as a single lady, hire an investigator. Let them investigate the man, investigate his family, investigate his background, trace it down to his primary school days. Yes, because these days there are a lot of sheeps in wolves' clothing pretending to be believers, and they are not believers. Some of them might even be believers but very lazy, because these days they've discovered that women are up and running, women are entrepreneurs, women are owning companies, women are making a lot of money. So you see, the guys now, they just want to sit down and look for that woman that will pay the abuse. Before you settle down, before you say yes I do your own due diligence, do a background search. Like you're going to loan money from the bank, do a background search. Do a background search on your intending husband. That background search, let it go down to his primary school, where he was born, his village, everything, before you get into trouble that you can't come out from. Thank God he wasn't, maltreating her, he wasn't abusing her physically, but he was abusing her emotionally, because she just couldn't fathom why she would be married and she was the man in the home, and the man in the home wanted to be the woman, which is against the laws of God. So I advise every single lady, this is an advice, this is a shout out to every single lady there. Before you say yes I do, before you commit yourself to any man to marry him, do a background search on him, down to his primary school days. Where is he from? Who are his parents? How did they do? Because there are some homes that when you get there, they'll start acting drama. They'll stage everything, so you don't know. You get carried away. I hope you enjoyed. This is a true life story, actually. It's a true life story. I hope you enjoyed it and you've learned something and you won't get into trouble. I'll see you next time. Take care. But before you go, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share. Bye.